this week, the main one we've got really is, it's the Mandalorian stuff. So Gina Carano, I don't know what character she plays. She is one of the main characters, though, isn't she? Who isn't the Mandalorian?
Yeah,
she's been straight up fired. She's been fired. She's an awful person. She's been an awful person for a while as well. And Lucasfilm have straight up cut her out. You know, she's been posting anti-Semitic stuff all over Instagram, as well as has a history of mocking mask protocols, trans rights, and sharing right-wing propaganda.
Yeah, goodbye. Good.
I mean, are we sad that she's gone? Well, you've seen all the Mandalorian. Is it a big loss?
Yeah, so this is probably a good opportunity to talk about the series in general. It's obviously been widely viewed by a number of people. Firstly, her character is a bit strange. We're introduced to her in the first season, which both of you have watched, so you saw that. She's kind of a friend of the main Mandalorian character. And she helps at certain points in the plot, and she aids him kind of complete his mission, what he's trying to achieve in the series. But I think we can all agree, poorly acted. We're not
she
just
is
saying
one of the worst actresses I think I've ever seen on screen. I actually could not believe that was one of the things that ruined the Mandalorian for me. That people were saying it was so good, and I was watching this woman act, and I was just thinking she does not know what she is doing, and she's probably getting paid through the nose for it as well.
Yeah, so really stress that we're not obviously just saying this because now she's gone, and it makes us look good because we're criticising her because she's a bad person. But
I didn't like her last week, and then she got fired, which I just thought made it doubly funny.
Yeah. So, Rory, what are your opinions? I've got my own opinion about The Mandalorian. I think it heavily relies on people's nostalgia value to kind of carry it through and make it seem as if it's a really great series. I don't actually think the quality of the acting and the story in particular is really poor, and it lets it down, and it makes it for me impossible to really get behind it as a series. What do you think?
I'm honestly quite shocked at how bad a lot of the acting is in The Mandalorian, because this is like big budget Star Wars content, a lot of excitement behind it, a lot of popularity is going to come from it. And like you said, it seems like the only thing they've really invested in is the fact that it's Star Wars and a few little throwbacks that make you go, oh yeah, look, that's that thing from Star Wars, which is enjoyable. You got to admit, like, I enjoyed watching the Star Wars films and I enjoyed the kind of visuals of The Mandalorian. But when it comes to acting, when it comes to plot, when it comes to even direction at points, it's just not good. And it's tough because it's something I really want to enjoy. Like, the kind of base plot isn't that bad. Like, the Mandalorian character, he's very easy to kind of get excited about. You want to see where the story takes him. But it seems like the director's kind of just decided that each episode he'll go on a different quest, meet a different new character, and at the end of the day, we're in the exact same place where we started.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? What I was almost in disbelief when I'm watching episode to episode.
All these, Mandalorian, The Witcher, all these Avengers spin-offs, they are all just fan service for people who quite like explosions and sci-fi, aren't they, really? Like, you can't someone is always going to watch if you have got a bit of lasers or magic or killing of some description without any blood, because that's all these shows seem to do, is kill people and then change the blood to green, and suddenly it's, you can make it a PG-12 film. They're all rubbish and they've all got awful actors. But as long as you can put together a semblance of like an overarching story to keep people invested, they will just keep watching it. You can honestly just pump it out. She was going to get her own TV show.
Yeah, I saw
there was
that.
Something coming out with her in that was like, it's called like, isn't it called like Agents of the Rebellion or something like that, about or Mercenaries of the Empire, something like that, where it's just her.
She was going to get her own Star Wars spin-off.
She had a spin-off coming up, and she's screwed that over as well. So I don't know how much money she was making with just The Mandalorian, and then was going to make 10 times that again.
There's some serious karma with all of this. I think, like, the laziness of a lot of the stuff in The Mandalorian, the laziness of hiring this terrible actress, the laziness of her own acting has all come back to bite them quite perfectly. But yeah, she's talked her way out of a job very deservingly.
Millions of dollars. Yeah. Congratulations.
The irony is as well is that the only good actor they've cast in the whole show is Pedro Pascal. and the man's an emotionless
You can't see
bounty
his
hunter
face.
with a mask on. What?
can't.
How much are they spending? And I was like, oh yeah, we're going to doing a mask reveal of Pedro Pascal. I was like, what's the point? The man's not doing any acting. You might as well just get. It's like the alien in Aliens was played by the janitor who was on set because he was the only guy tall enough to fit in the alien xenomorph suit and walk around. You don't pay him $10 million because the bloke fits in the suit because he's not doing any acting. He just walks around in a costume.